What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of the CubCast, of now regularly running news series, the second one we're putting up today, looking at all the latest news going on in and around the world of international music. We're based here in the UK, so the majority of the genres we actually cover here on the channel are technically seen as international, obviously covering Afrobeats, Amapiano, dancehall, reggae, and a ton of other flavours as well, which I'm really excited to continue doing. So, as always with these sections, we have a topic we're going to be discussing, but before we get into that, I would like to make sure everyone is aware that you are supposed to be subscribing to the channel on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all of that good stuff if you want to stay up to date with the latest news and bits we are doing here on the channel. We've got a ton of new radio content on the way, we've got a ton of new music based content coming as well, loads more interviews, and of course reactions galore, along with the latest news segments which we are currently getting into. So I was having a little scroll through my Instagram about 25 minutes ago, and I saw a very interesting thing indeed. One of the more established, one of the most popular, I would like to say kind of rap influenced vocalists currently working in and around Afrobeats as an overall genre, has announced that his album is on the way, and he has given us an official track listing and album cover, and that of course is Falz. Really excited to get into the discussion about this one. Falz has had a very, very prolific career. I would safely say one of the most natural sounding rappers that I've heard coming out of the more extended world associated with kind of Afrobeats and kind of Amapiano and all these different sounds. Falz seems to be one of the rappers that just seems to be able to mold the world to what he wants them to do, and yeah, that's why I'm very excited to actually see that his album is very much on the way. It's going to be coming out on June the 9th, so we've got a week or so to get into it before it does actually land. There are some incredible collaborations on there, and overall I am genuinely so excited to see this one land. One of my favourite tracks of the year so far has been Ice Cream alongside Benson, and I know for a fact that is on this album. What we're going to be doing today then, as we continue to explore what's going on, we're going to look through the officially announced track listing, the collaborations that are involved, and what we think could be going on with the album as a whole. So without further ado, let's jump right into this. As you can see, we are taking this directly off his Instagram. I'm very excited to see that there are a full 12 tracks on here as well. What I found recently is when albums are now getting into the sort of 13, 14, 15 mark, a lot of the time we're seeing a lot of filler. So I've got a funny feeling there is going to be very little, if not no filler on this whatsoever, which I'm really excited for. So track number 1 goes by the name Another Me. Slightly unusual font, slightly difficult to read, but we do move. Second track on there is going to be called All Night, and the third track, Beautiful Sunflower, alongside Tiwa Savage. Now, this is where it gets really exciting. The collaborations on this project, as I'm sure you can already see, pretty high end. It's pretty exciting seeing these as collaborations, not only because of the I feel kind of level of quality that they bring, but also how well they would intertwine with what Falz is doing. And I think this is a great example of it. Obviously, Tiwa Savage, an absolute legend of the game, one of the true veterans of this sound, who is still putting out a lot of bangers, still continuously pushing the scene forward. Her most recent project was absolutely crazy, and obviously Somebody's Son with Brandy last year was one of the biggest tunes of the year. So it's great to see her jumping back into business again. This is a project that's going to be landing in 8 days as of the time I'm recording this. I'm recording this on Wednesday, the 1st of June. So yeah, very excited to see as this lands. We're going to be seeing, I'm assuming, a lot of announcements, a lot of trailers. It would not surprise me if we see a single from this album dropping this week to kind of bump up what's going on. Following on from that, we're going to get into track number 4, which I believe is called Parampe. I'm assuming that's what it is. Again, I'm struggling slightly with the font on this one, but I'm assuming that's Parampe. Track number 5, another very high-end collaboration, one of the sweetest voices out there, and I've got to say, someone who, in regards to live performance, has continuously impressed me with near enough everything I've seen, and that is, of course, Shike. A wicked collaboration with Simi a couple of years ago, which was one of my favourite releases from those two, and just a continuously good run of collaborations. Again, I want to say utilization of that much more delicate style of vocal, the ability to kind of intertwine that vocal with as many different collaborators as we have seen from Ashike, makes me very excited for this one. The term Knee Down gives me the funny feeling it's going to be on a quite serious matter. So yeah, I'm interested to hear that one and how it sounds on both a sonic level and just on a lyricism listenership level. That should be very interesting indeed. Number 6, we've got Pull Up on here as well. Again, the solo ones we don't really know, we just have the kind of track name. Alongside that, we have Gentleman at number 7, and then we have the return of this as a collaboration. I'm so excited to see this one come together. Woman featuring the Cavemen. Now, I cannot stress how much I enjoy what the Cavemen do. As a project, as a group, as a sound, and as an idea, I feel they represent the perfect blend of understanding nostalgia and pushing sound forward. For me, I have a real issue with people that get stuck on nostalgia. I think it's not necessarily a healthy way to kind of live or advance anything. I actually think it's actually quite damaging to kind of constantly focus on nostalgia. However, what the Cavemen do is they take the best elements of nostalgia within the sound they're making. A lot of classic kind of jazz influence sounds in there. Again, a lot of older Afrobeats kind of references in there, but they update it, they twist it, and they turn it, and they reformat it into something that is meant to be happening in 2022. And that's why this is so exciting, because I feel Falz as an artist is someone that does this from a rap approach so well. And obviously the Cavemen do it from a band perspective. I'd love to see the kind of studio setup for this one, whether it was the case that the Cavemen have come in on just vocals, or they're going to be providing a lot of the backing track as well, which I'm presuming they are. That's what normally happens when we see them kind of jumping onto collaborative duty. But yeah, that's one that I am very excited to see land. Number 9 on this listing then goes by the name Tender Love. Again, presumably quite an emotional song. Again, Falz has this versatility to the way that he builds his albums, his projects, his singles as well. Just everything. They always have a very strong meaning behind them, so that one should be good. And then alongside that, at number 10, we have Inside featuring Tamaya and Boy Spice. Boy Spice is everywhere. His EP did absolute bits. Obviously went number 1 in Nigeria overnight on the Apple Music chart at least. He's just featured on Overdose, which is incredible. And now he's back featuring on Falz's album. It's a great start to his sort of launch, I feel, to be involved in this one. And obviously Tamaya has been doing bits for a long period of time. Again, one of the sweetest voices out there. So again, this is a collaboration I look at and go, this makes a lot of sense. We then move into track number 11, which goes by the name Roger Miller featuring LAX or Lax. Again, a collaboration which makes a lot of sense. Lax is one of the more underrated names, without a shadow of a doubt. So to see how these two are going to work together and the sort of magic they're going to come up with being in the studio at the same time, it's going to be really exciting to see how this one expands and grows. And then finally, of course, moving on to Ice Cream, the final track on the project, track number 12 alongside Benson. We have already seen Ice Cream. We've reacted to it on this channel. So if you want to find out a bit more about how we feel about that tune, do go and watch that reaction. But there we go. The full track listing is out there. Very exciting stuff indeed from Falz. The album is going to be called Bad, and it is dropping on June the 9th. There we go, guys. Let us know your thoughts. Are there any collaborations you are looking forward to the most? Are there any collaborations you're almost disappointed you didn't get to see on there? Let us know your thoughts on the album track listing launch in the comments section down below. And as always, if you are new to the channel, please make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. And we shall see you all next time. Have a good one, and peace.
Sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CubCamTV. Stay locked.